So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So these are going to be the teams I've been using for the 10-star Kizuna, which is the World Cruise ranking. Super Boss does not matter for World Cruise, so I've been mostly focusing on the 10-star. And all three teams I'll be showing you will be doing over 80 billion damage, so that's some pretty good damage, higher than you can do for the Super Boss. The irony in that, I don't know what band they're thinking, to be honest. But yeah, this team I can take no credit for. This team was made by Dai Cavallo from LT, Laughtail, the friend alliance to mine, Passione. And yeah, he's proven to be an incredible team builder. Like, this team is a pure work of art. I think there are better teams, but you do need to own your own level 5 Nami for that, which obviously not many have, but more than you'd expect, I'd say. Many went all in for Nami this new year, so I basically never struggled to find a Nami friend, but of course I have a very good friend list. And basically remove all the damage threshold and death up with support plus Nami's damage threshold. And that lets us to stack a lot of big damage dealers, despite getting so many bad debuffs in this variation. And yeah, we have the three big stackers here, of course, the Dream Trio. We have the Yamato, we have the Robin and Nami. If you're able to fit these three on a team, it's going to be doing pretty good damage. My Luffy does the main damage here. Final tap while being boosted is very good. My Luffy is level 2, so that adds some extra bit of damage, up to 84 billion. Don't think I've ever done more than that, so that's basically the cap you can get to. And yeah, only bad thing with Nami is that you have to wait so long to die sometimes, because they keep getting parried and basically you don't do any damage anymore, so there's no reason to even tap. So I just wait until Garp eventually takes me out. With that, we move on to the next variation. Should be strength, I think. And the strength variation I made myself at least. And it does also over 80 billion damage. But some big buts. First, you do need a Rainbow Ace, which basically nobody has. Another big but is that this team is basically a stall team. It doesn't look like it, but this is a stall team. We'll be stalling stage 1 and 2 for the Yamato versus special. Yamato versus special requires 6 Tandemorphs. We will have 4 guaranteed Tandemorphs when we use Ace's special. So that means we have to stall until we get 6 Tandemorphs. And that's going to take a while. And like in the beginning we can just auto battle, like it doesn't matter. But once the death up and everything is gone, we need to, when death up is gone, we need to hit just as little damage as possible. So we have to manual tap with every single unit. And yeah, it's a lot of RNG. I think this particular run was particularly bad. I've had runs where I can basically burst now, that good RNG, and sometimes I have to continue a few more minutes. As you see, we've only consumed 2 so far. So yeah, this is incredibly bad. But I think in this particular run we suddenly got like a lot at once. Yeah, 3 at once here. I don't think that has ever happened, but well deserved, I guess. And with that, we're ready since we got the 6th Tandemorph. Now we need to set up Uta for final stage. So we use Uta's special here. And then we just consume Ace's Tandemorph. And then we use Ace's special the next turn. I'm being awfully slow here, not sure why. But just wait it out. We're going to tap with Ace. And we'll see who I tap with next. Should be Yamato, but I guess that's fine in this particular run. I'm not sure how I tap here, Optimally, you hit a good with Sabo to get a bit extra chain, but I'm not sure if Sabo, if Ace survives a good from Sabo in this situation with this low HP. So we'll see if I play it safe or if I go for a bit higher chain. I'm contemplating this hard while recording the run. Yeah, I go for the good. Wow, that's barely lives. I will probably not go for that anymore. But yeah, you learn teams as you use them more. But yeah, with that, Yamato versus special is charged, and it sounds like, who cares? It's just 60% damage reduction, but that takes this team from like 50 billion to over 80 billion, so it's a very big deal. Basically essential for this team. Making tandem orbs do more damage also helps with the damage output, so it's not just the damage reduction, even if that's the biggest deal. And Queen support is mandatory for this particular team, so yeah, very hard team to build overall. But if you're able to remove a ton of debuffs with your support, kind of like the last team, but this time it's Bind and the Spear instead of damage threshold and death up. But yeah, we're ready now to do some big damage. One thing to note with this team is that it does not bypass resilience, but of course when you go to really high levels, it doesn't care if you hit through resilience, you're not going to be doing that much damage anyway. So let's see what damage we got. I have a lot of very good Uta friend caps on my friend list, so maxed out Uta. 84 billion, so exactly the same as the last team basically. So this is very high damage, but it's incredibly slow. Like running this team like a few times in a row makes you really lose the will to play, to say it least. To say the least, I think that works. Anyway, moving on. These are a bit old playthroughs, by the way. I'm like level 170 now. Not too long ago, this 170. And this credit for this team goes mainly to Dai Cavallo as well. He made the original idea. And the idea of these teams is that you use Toki to make the middle row immune to bind. And also do incredible damage. So, the original idea. Basically, this has gone through a few iterations. But we had a huge breakthrough for this particular boss because we realized that Stage 2, turn 2 does paralysis if you stall. So this is huge for Nami, of course. So first we started to just make Nami supercharged. But then we realized that we can just use Nami special now to remove the resilience and damage reduction. Stall a turn, Nami gets her special back, and a lot more than that. So then Dai made this team. His version of the team uses Toki in the middle right with Odin support. And it also uses Final Tap Law. And that's a really good team. I think it does like 60 billion. But I wanted to try and improve it. And yeah, Whoop Slap and Makino ended up being a huge improvement since you get a lot better color affinity. Dai's variant used the Legend Kuma support for color affinity. And yeah, they just hit a lot harder too. Being super boosted is Kizuna. But there's a lot of RNG. First, I'm not stalling to maximize ship damage. And that means that I'm not guaranteed to consume 10 tandem orbs for Yamato. It's pretty likely to do it, but not guaranteed. And stage 2 can have a secret stage 2, and secret stage nerfs damage a lot. So this variant has by far the most RNG of all of them. At least it's pretty fast, and even if you get bad RNG, like, you're still doing well about 70 billion, so it's pretty nice. And Brook is nice in case we fail with Yamato, like if we can't get Yamato Super Tandem, Yamato versus Special going, we can just use Brook on Robin to still get that damage reduction attack boost. And yeah, I have a very rare support on Toki here as well, the Frankie from TM Komurasaki. So you can't get it anymore, sadly. But yeah, over 80 billion, all three teams. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be going back to the Kizuna grind. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next time.